Hello, I'm Anson's replacement. He's not here right now, so somebody needed to fill in for him, so I guess I'm the lucky dog.
Okay. Are we going to be answering questions? You guys are answering questions?
Okay, I'm going to answer a question. I don't know what the question is.
Both of us are.
Okay, we're both going to answer the questions, Dakota and I.
Okay. Okay, you read it out loud.
Okay. This is just about getting...
Not that part. Not that part. I mean that part.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you suddenly grew to be 21,000 feet tall, explain how you might accidentally step on some people and what they'd see last when they looked up and how you noticed that you stepped on them.
Okay, you go first.
Well, the last thing they would see would be the bottom of my shoe.
Barefoot.
And if I was barefooted, they would see the bottom of my foot, which I would hope I would not be barefooted because I wouldn't want no squishy blood on my foot. So how would I notice that I stepped on them? I'd feel a little lump under my foot. And then when I look, like when you look to see if you got gum, I'd find a person.
Yeah, what's the question? Oh, they see the bottom of my toe. You think that's good?
Okay, what people would I purposely step on? And how would you step on them when they're giant barefoot? Well, I got one particular person.
Let me go first.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I would step on Obama. And I would, like, smash him to the ground.
Okay, well, I sort of got like an evil sister that I might step on and I might squish her all the way in the ground. Okay, would you stomp them completely fat into your giant footprint or grind them into the sole of your giant barefoot? Oh, I definitely would completely flatten them and grind them into the sole of my barefoot.
I would just, like, flatten them to the ground. Question number 4.
Would you leave giant footprints everywhere, and why? And what would be smushed inside of those footprints, and why? Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool to leave giant footprints and have people wonder, hey, who left these?
Is it my turn? Okay. I wouldn't leave footprints because then people would see where you're going. And if I did leave footprints, there would be people in there. Question number 5.
True. What part of your foot would you squash them under, and why? And explain what would be fun about stepping on them barefooted. I don't know that it'd really be too much fun stepping on them barefooted because then they squish and you get all that yucky junk from their body on the bottom of your foot. I would squish them with my toes. That way I could be sure and squash really hard and get them all the way down into the ground.
Is it my turn? Okay. I would step on it with my heel, and it'd be fun because they'd be screaming.
Oh, how many people could you get in one stomp and explain what type of bug they'd remind you of stepping on and why and how you step on that type of bug?
I'm gonna go first.
Okay, you go first.
Okay. What's the question? Oh, okay. I could probably fit like 300 because I would have a huge foot, and it reminded me of an ant.
Oh, well, I don't quite think you could get 300, I mean, unless your foot was gigantically big. But
I got a big foot.
yeah, well, I'm thinking maybe, about 8. And I would,
8
Yeah, 8.
people.
Yeah, people are kind of, big sometimes.
21,000 feet tall.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying I'd step on 8 at a time. I like that number 8. And I'd step on them like a spider.
Okay. Question number 7.
Would your giant barefoot cover the entire
Body.
puny bodies, and why? Oh, yeah. My footprint would be big enough. It would definitely cover the puny bodies.
Low stomp or high stomp?
Huh? Oh, a high stomp definitely. That way you get them deeper in the ground.
Okay, I would, it probably wouldn't cover the entire bodies, they'd be some sticking out. And I would low stomp them.
Okay. When would you say this? I'm gonna step on you with my giant bare foot and squash you like a bug into the sole of my bare foot and fill your squash completely fat. Just, I wouldn't give them too much warning. Just maybe about 3 seconds before I was fixing to squash on them, I would say, "Look out! I'm gonna stop you!"
I wouldn't say anything. I'd just come up by surprise.
Okay. Also explain how you'd step on me with your giant bare foot if you were really mad at me, and what part of your foot it'd stick to and why. Also demonstrate
No,
on
that's
how...
number 10. That's number 10.
Oh. Well, if I was really mad at you, I would probably take a running leap and jump on you with the middle of my sole back to my heel and squash you in the ground. Because that way it would feel much better knowing that I was mad and I got you right where you needed to go, in the ground.
If I was mad, I'd just jump on you, make sure you're in the ground.
Okay, now you want me to just demonstrate how I would step on those tiny enemies with my giant bare foot? I would just jump up like this and they would be squashed in the ground.
I'd go like this.
Okay, seems like we're done now.
Okay, that's all the questions.